here we go. Consistency is key, folks. We are back. We are pushing forward. We're moving forward. We're failing forward. We're falling forward. We're moving in progress.
What's going to happen when this become the norm? It's still going to be consistency?
Yeah, consistency is always going to be the key, man. Because that's just, it's everything. Consistency is everything.
Yeah, I think we know that.
I'm so happy that was the word of choice this year.
Consistency.
Hey, ain't it scary though that it's already like about to be May?
It's already May.
Bro, I'm already getting ready for like summer hours at work.
I'm about to be 29.
Oh, my boy about to be you getting old.
Getting old.
Damn.
My boy about to be 1.
Jesus.
That's how crazy it's been.
Bro.
Time is a scooting.
Man, time. That's one thing I will say is I truly feel my kids made time go so much faster.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it's because it's more major holidays and important dates to look forward to, or
it's more of everything.
It's more of everything. I just, and then you know what? My job is really, I guess you could say seasonal in terms of things we do.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll have audits. We'll have like a period in between.
Oh,
then
so
we'll have audits again. There's always major event to look forward to.
Okay, yeah. I was just about to say something like that.
So it makes the year just chop like boom, 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 boom. Mm. And it just eats at the year. Like soon as we finish up in February, we're already talking about what we're going to do in October.
Yeah.
Like it just, that's just the way it goes. Or September, before the fiscal year. But whatever, that's me getting nerdy about work. We're not talking shop. I'm Baron J67.
I'm T Jones, and we're back. This is what, episode 53
of Adventures of the Black Nerds. I didn't even do the intro right. Wow, that's terrible.
Yeah, well, we got to
53
talking.
Episodes in. I hope you know where you're at. I hope you know you're here to
I ain't gonna lie, I'm checking right now. We better be at. Yep, this is 53. This is 53.
That's crazy.
Episode 53. So at some point, we're gonna stop counting too.
Yeah, we're just gonna just do like Joe Rogan and throw numbers up there
and just talk.
He's up in like the thousands, bro.
Joe Rogan is awesome.
I really want to do more interviews. I really want to talk to people who live like dope lives.
Yeah, when we become really, really open, we can.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Our schedule is all destroyed. So
yeah.
Well,
so some major things have happened this weekend, folks.
A lot of things have happened this weekend.
We've had the conclusion of the 10-year arc saga of the Marvel Cinema Universe.
It really was sad. I was pretty sad. I ain't going front.
Yes, I was sad. But one thing I will say, if I don't like to spoil things, but we're going to spoiler alert all the way. We're spoiling everything.
Sorry, we're going to spoil it. So
we're going to spoil like crazy. I apologize.
If you've listened to this point, you might as well click and then come back after you've seen
Endgame. And they're serious. So for me, the movie was very satisfying. I was a little not butthurt. I'm gonna give my negatives because I like to do the negatives first and end on a positive note. My negatives for it was I felt like they cheaply used all the old sets and all the old setups in order to flow through this movie.
Somebody said that, and my response to them was, "If it ain't broke, don't fix it."
Don't fix it. No, but I'm being 100% honest.
Yeah.
That was my one complaint, that they pulled something that not too many movies could do, and they played on our nostalgia.
Mm-hmm.
They did that. I don't know too many companies who can get away with that. But the reason it worked is because it's a bookend.
Yeah.
Like if this was a middle of the saga movie, that would have been a terrible idea. But because they're ending a whole 10-year block of movies, it was beautiful. It was perfect. But I'm just speaking from the practical side. You know me, I always want to see something fresh.
Yeah.
That's just me. But they really did a good job. Now, that was my only negative. Switching over to the positive, which includes the negative I just mentioned. All the way they addressed the past was dope.
Mm-hmm.
All the little nuances, seeing Thor in his worst way, talking to his mom, and his mom not wanting anything to do with the future. She's like,
she already understood it.
She already understood. She was like, I grew up with witches. What'd you think? Like, I could tell the future hasn't been good to you.
Yeah.
Like, and he needed to talk to his mom. And then I love the little stuff, like the way they did Gamora. Gamora's dead.
Yeah.
The Gamora we know and the Gamora you spent time with in Guardians of the Galaxy 1 and 2, she's dead.
Yeah.
She don't exist. They magically, I didn't know how they were going to do it, but they did it in such a dope way. They had Thanos travel back from in the past to the present. I was going to say the future, but to the present, and he brought with him his past Gamora.
Mm-hmm.
So the Gamora that now exists
and
in
Nebula.
This current time frame, and Nebula. The Gamora that exists doesn't know Peter Quill, does not know any of the Guardians of the Galaxy. She only knows Nebula.
But continue, because I questioned that, and I didn't like the way they did it though. I think it was kind of rushed. The reason why I say that is because how do you go from seeing her at a point where we've never seen her, where she's at or she's with her dad, like this is dad, like she's even praised him, like bowed in front of him, to instantly, like, we didn't get to see that. There was no progression to it. It was literally she got to see her sister, and then her sister, I'm pretty sure her sister explained it to her as they went, because she even explained Peter Quill to her, which we didn't see that. It was more so just, this is the guy you were telling me about.
Sure.
Blah, blah, blah. And I only said that because, think about it, she was a key part in the present, because that's how he got the stone. So since she was that, like, she was a key figure in him getting the one of the stones, it should have been a little bit more play on it. But they were pushing it on time, because everybody was sleeping.
I was wondering how the time frame was going to be. Like, I was wondering how they were going to divvy up the screen time. Answering your Gamora thing, this movie, okay, folks, this movie, for those who are still listening who haven't watched it, this movie is not for those who have never seen the other movies. And you got to keep that in mind. Yeah, they made it open enough to where you can go to it and you can enjoy it and you can get a gist of what's going on. But it is truly not meant for people who are just starting out. Let this be my first Marvel cinema movie.
Of course.
This is not it. So going further into with the Gamora thing, remember, it was always, even from when we first seen her in Guardians of the Galaxy, she made it very clear once we found out she hid the Soul Stone, or she knew the location. She always had issues with her dad. Yeah, even though she was still going to follow him, so that's why they didn't have to go in depth.
But it was that point though where she was still alongside her dad. Like, remember, because when we get introduced to her,
and she was with him.
No, but when she at that point she had left, and we didn't really get to see that interaction, the way, like the separation in between her and Thanos. We didn't get to see that separation like that. She literally left to come do a mission and realized that this isn't the way I want to take it after, getting caught up and being in the situation that she got in. Go see Guardian of the Galaxy 1 to see what I'm talking about. But and you're right. You're 100% right. This movie isn't for anyone that hasn't seen. I personally thought, because she was that, without her, he don't have all the stones.
Oh, that's the other thing too. They're clearly leading up for Guardians of the Galaxy 3.
Of course.
Because at the end you see Star-Lord looking for her. Mm-hmm. Like, she's classified as missing. Yeah. And the whole next movie is going to be about getting her back.
And it all makes sense, to be honest. Yeah. Like, the timeline of all the next Marvel movies coming out, with the end of Endgame all makes sense. So you see Spider-Man, you see Guardian of the Galaxy, you see these movies being released. They have date release. They have seasons on which they're going to be released. After watching Endgame, it all makes sense.
Okay, folks. So just giving a quick rundown. What was a trip? What really tripped me out with this movie was how it started off. That was the saddest intro. That was sadder than any of the Pixar movie intros. That was sadder than Up. Nah, it's comparable with how sad the intro to Up was.
Mm-hmm.
It was sad.
It was sad.
Like watching this man yell and look for his kids, who he turned around and turned back and they were gone.
Yeah.
He was nowhere near the battles, nowhere near the fights. He just turned around and his kids got caught up in his family got caught up in the snap, and he snapped.
Yeah.
But I loved how everybody I loved how human everybody became. Like, a lot of people started to accept what happened with Thanos, and that was really dope. Like, you got Captain America running a Survivors, like, anonymous group.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, they're just sitting there talking about moving on in life. You got Black Widow running S.H.I.E.L.D., basically.
But even she said it, because he is, Captain America is that guy on the brighter side. Look at the brighter side. Yeah. Even she said it when he came in to visit her. Continue.
But we got to talk about how they ganked Thanos in the beginning, though.
Yeah.
After the intro.
Continue talking about your, because continue
Bro,
talking about your movie.
The way they ganked Thanos was the funniest, most gangsters thing I've ever seen. He was minding his business, tending his land.
I'm low-key mad, though.
Why?
All right, let me... I enjoyed the movie. So the movie, I thought the movie was great. I thought it started off real slow.
Yes.
As in, after... I'm talking about after... or it starts off slow leading up to the huge battle scene. Now, what sent this movie overboard for me was the actual fight, the battle scene. Epic. It was epic. Even though all the small nuances in there, we'll go down the line with that. I just had to say that. You brought up the Thanos thing. I wanted to talk about that. How childish they made him look. Like, you go from getting what you want to then realizing the way you got what you want wasn't the way you wanted to get how you wanted. It was all weird. And then him destroying the stones the way he did, it was crazy. And then how simple it made it seem to kill him. That's what I literally was like, that's it? Like, I didn't, other than people, especially if you're a Marvel fan, you kind of figured out how they were going to do everything and get everything right. Which I kind of knew that, but
that's one thing I will say.
What?
I was shocked. I didn't think the movie would go the way it did, but keep going.
Okay, when you say that, about what?
About the specifics, the time frame, the 5 years, the Thanos destroying the stones, how they had to go back and get the stones. I had no idea that was going to be what was going to happen.
So I knew they were going to use time travel. It was just a huge guess on my part. The reason why is because, first of all, Ant-Man was still there. Mm-hmm. If you seen did you see Ant-Man and the Wasp, or did you see that one? So, okay. So watching that, you kind of figured it out. What else gave it away?
They did give away heavy about time travel.
Exactly.
And time frames.
So,
and ratio. Yeah, go ahead.
So watching that kind of gave it away. And then even like some Marvel, I'm a weirdo. I literally dive down YouTube on everything, and sometimes these like Looper, there's these different YouTube channels that kind of break down and talk about conspiracy theories within the Marvel universe. Well, this was the one that literally just everyone talked about it. And it was the only one that made sense. You see what I'm saying? How else could they go back and save the world in that manner? How else would they gonna get? How do they announce? Oh, there's gonna be another Spider-Man movie, but we watched him die. You see what I'm saying? So
time travel had to happen
exactly
in some way, shape, or form.
Exactly. So
that makes sense.
That was kind of the way I looked at it. I thought
they was just gonna snap again.
Get the stones and snap again.
Yeah, that's all I thought it was gonna be.
And that would make sense, but he already has the stones.
Exactly.
See what I'm saying? So it's like, snap one more time. I didn't know it was that powerful, though. I didn't know. That's one thing they didn't show was that, or well, they kind of did at the end of Infinity War, but for him to, it showed how weak it made him after snapping twice. And
then we also see, looked hurt.
Yeah, I won't even ruin the end part of like who dies or whatever on this, but it shows how strong those stones were. And I thought it was dope the way they made it. Like Thanos really became human. Like he's foraging.
Bro, please tell me
he was foraging for food.
Man, please tell me watching the big three fight Thanos was not dope.
Bro,
I was in the theater. I was like, oh, here we go. They about to mix up. He was just sitting there, chilling, waiting. How goonish do you have to be standing in front of a god, a superhuman, and like a science genius, and you just sitting there like, whatever.
I'm good.
I've killed many like you.
He said, I'm just going to wait.
Yeah, I was
and he really did wait.
Bro, he was up there. He looked like Goro just chilling, waiting at the end of Mortal Kombat.
How fascinated was you, or how excited did you become when Captain America grabbed the hammer?
Bruh.
How amped did you get?
Bro, I was so pumped because immediately I thought about how he almost picked it up.
Yeah.
And the first event. No, the second event.
It was Ultron.
Yeah, the second one.
It was Ultron. When he said, when Thor said, I knew it, I said, oh, that was funny.
Yeah, he was beat. And then he was mixing.
And I'm not going to even lie. I didn't know he was bringing it back for that reason. I thought he was bringing it back for himself. He brought it back.
No, he was bringing it back for himself. He didn't bring it back for Cap. I thought he brought it back for him. He was building for a while. And then he lost it and he was about to get killed. Then Thanos almost killed him. Then you hear the hammer and you see it thrown and hit Thanos in the back of the head.
Because I didn't. Yeah,
and then that's when he said, "I knew it."
I thought I just assumed that he was bringing it back for him. For him to say
he was bringing it back,
and then he kept it. Bro. And then he kept
you know, yeah, because remember he broke it. It got, or his sister shattered it.
Yes, I would have kept my. Excuse me, I would have kept my. It's mine.
Yep,
I'm worthy. The funny part
did you see when they were exchanging?
Yeah, he was like, no, this is mine. You take little one.
Yeah,
It was a lot of stuff in the Avengers that I thought was great. Like I said, the ending, it's really sad. The movie's really sad.
Yes, it is.
It's so sad that I literally was in there like, dang, what's next? Like, after watching it, I'm like, what's next? Like, it's not going to be the same. Like, that's what I started thinking.
Well, let me tell you, one thing I loved most is it added more depth to the Spider-Man trailer.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think what people kind of forgot towards the end, when you see Spider-Man meet up with his friends, 5 years have passed.
Yep.
A lot of people don't even 5 years. So now I'm automatically thinking that Spider-Man movie is graduation trip or before college trip.
But you got to think about it. How many of the people who go on that trip, or how many people in that time frame
gone in the snap?
Were gone too, and it just popped up 5 years.
It adds a whole new dynamic to everything.
Yeah,
and it made that trailer way more deeper. spoiler, I kind of knew who was gonna die based on the Spider-Man trailer, because of who wasn't in it, and because of who's, because it was Pepper Potts whose signature was on the check. And when has Tony ever been known to,
Hey man, you just ruined it.
I ruined everything.
Yeah,
it's okay though.
I'm gonna just say,
Iron Man, he dead.
He dead. Yeah.
Dead.
That threw me back.
How'd they kill off two major characters?
Him dying and then Cap doing what he did. Okay, so
made me so mad.
I thought they should have threw a monkey wrench in the Marvel universe and gave the Captain America title to the Winter Soldier.
I mean, well, eventually he's gonna get it.
Yeah, I'm talking about now, though. I want it now.
Well, they're actually following the timeline. Oddly enough,
I don't care. He should have been Captain America because we see the Winter Soldier, and then he is Captain America. They got the same juice.
Yeah,
the only difference is he got an arm, and he got impeccable aim with his shot.
But remember, he's got to become the White Wolf first,
bruh.
I know. You don't care.
Captain America. Yeah, they get. I mean, and even like you see them passing the torch. How excited was you to see Pepper Potts?
Oh, in the Iron Man.
Pepper Potts. Yeah,
that whole scene was epic, bro.
Bruh,
having all the main man. Even though, let's be honest, Captain Marvel didn't need nobody's help. She just that was the funniest part.
She ruined the movie for me.
Bro, it was literally like watching Superman fight Batman
the Joker.
Villains. Yeah, like
he's just picking on the Joker. Literally, that's what it was.
Literally watch it. Yeah, it was bad, man. She literally came through and just destroyed Thanos.
The only thing epic about her was the moment where all the female MCU characters came together to clear a path for her. And that was even she didn't need that.
I was like, why are they wasting? Like, I said, okay,
what are we doing here? What are we doing?
Dope. Look, the part I'm saying is it was dope, but it was very unnecessary,
bro. That whole thing was she ruined the movie. She's too strong. She's too strong. She put Thanos in a headlock.
Yeah, and had him
in a full blown headlock.
It was like, tell him, speak.
Bro,
throwing hands.
She put him in a headlock, bro. That was the worst.
I still think the worst Thanos whooping was in the beginning, bro. They ain't straight. It was they jumped him.
Who came down? Okay, so even Thor cutting his head off was unnecessary. Who had him in the headlock?
Bro, he got ganged. That was like something on YouTube.
And
that was like watching a YouTube fight.
And he didn't have one arm.
Bro, and they
totally
didn't care.
Unnecessary.
They didn't maybe that arm either. And then they cut his arm off.
That was OT, dog.
Bro, they mollywopped him. When I was sitting in the theater like, oh my God. Then you got War Machine coming out the ground. I was like, oh, he ain't getting no breaks. I was like, where was this energy at when he was whooping y'all ass earlier?
The same energy. Yeah. I don't know, man. I think Captain Marvel ruined the movie for me. Even though her parts were very minuscule. Like she wasn't there.
Yeah. And they did that on purpose
because she would ruin. She would completely. I probably would have walked out. Like, there's no point. How do you have a cheat code?
It's like watching One Punch Man just go through the whole universe. Punch.
That is a cheat code. That's
She God moded her way
ammo.
through that. Bro, she had the bandana on and everything.
Bro, she was.
That was dope. They did the haircut thing and got her to the whole like full Carol Danvers, like the modern one. And then I like her explanation for everything too. She was like, "There's a lot more planets with a lot less of you guys, so I'm out. Like y'all ain't gonna see me for a minute." until it's time to throw them hands with Thanos. So we showed the business.
Yeah, and then
she said, here.
To be honest, it was the perfect time to bring her back.
Yeah,
that was the perfect time to bring her back, and it was the perfect time for her to leave too, right when everything was about to happen.
So let me tell you this, and this goes out to all my blurs, because I started I'm in this blurred group on Facebook, and I started all type of crap. I thought I was going to start crap, but actually majority of people agreed with me. I personally feel we are wrong. Not wrong.
Oh, we had this conversation.
Wrong. Yeah. Oh, we did this?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm out. I'm not doing
I'm not staying. What? Yeah, I'm down Wakanda forever, but this man just came from space from the past.
Yeah, I'm good, bro.
Because he mad because we killed him in the future. First off, can we all take a break and figure out how he found... Sir, how did you find out that we whooped you, we whomped you, and then you bad enough to where you go into the future to fight the people who killed you?
Bring a whole army. How do you have an army like that on deck?
You got the weapons you had.
How do
you don't got the club. You don't got none of the stones. You that bold that you coming from the past to fight people who already killed you. Not from the future, from the past.
And why is it a snap? Why do you have to snap?
Hey, somebody put up a post. They said Spider-Man's the type of hero that if he would have had the Infinity Gauntlet, he would have tried to clap. Like,
I don't know.
He just would have been like, okay, got it.
I feel like, why do you have to... I mean, we've seen him shoot it. We've seen him
what if he would have
waved his hand and opened a portal?
What if he would have grabbed like a tech deck? Like, it's doing tricks. He's like, kick flip.
That's some Deadpool would do.
Like, I'm trying to... Why a snap? What else could you do? Like, throw your fist in the air and do like He-Man?
Think it? I don't know. If you could do this shit and open up another portal to somewhere else, or if you can do this, and blast the beam in somebody.
I wish the glove didn't move. I wish it was on like some OJ stuff. Like, if it don't fit, you can't snap. Like, just
like it was standard like this. Like
he just stayed like this. Like, Thanos with chop action.
Nah, that was just a question I had. But all in all, I think they did a great job with. I'm just sad. I don't know. I question the movies to come.
Yeah,
I do.
They actually put a list out of the new MCU.
Yeah. Well, they have to. How do you kill off Iron Man and Captain America's no more? They better they better make me reassure me that we still got an MCU. I mean, in the comic book world, we know that we have one.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But
I honestly, bro, you know what I was truly looking forward to?
What?
When I seen Scarlet Witch going off and getting ready to fight Thanos, I really, really, really thought they were gonna have her lose her mind and start prepping for House of M. Shout out to Tone. I still think you're right. I think they're gonna do House of M. And House of M is when it ends after Endgame, after the Infinity War. She loses her mind. She creates her own children. And then they tell her children are fake. And then she really loses it and creates a whole nother universe.
Okay.
Where mutants are in charge. And like one of the only humans who's widely accepted is Tony Stark. Because he's the smartest of them. But mutants run everything.
But that would be a dope way to introduce the X-Men.
Hell yeah, it would.
So it still can happen.
Yeah. Because you know what? What was that scene when she was sitting looking out the water? Who was she talking to? I thought she was going to mention something about creating your own world. I thought she was going to talk about it or bringing back the Vision.
Yeah.
In her powers. Because I want to say she's an Omega level mutant.
I mean,
they still haven't even acknowledged she's a mutant, like in the movies.
Well, did you think they could?
No, they probably couldn't because mutant that word's probably because it's so tied to X-Men.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's too much involved.
Well, once the changes start happening, then they most definitely can. That can most definitely start. It'll be the perfect time to do it.
Yeah,
I'm just saying. I mean, you're pretty much starting over with the MCU universe right now. We don't got the core, or we don't have Iron Man and Cap as of right
Iron
now.
Man and Cap are done, bro.
Yeah.
It was expected. Because if you know anything about like Civil War or anything like that, you already knew that's how it went down.
Yeah,
Not in the
movie.
Talking about the comics.
Natasha was enough. Scarlett Johansson was enough.
Yeah,
she was enough for me. Like we lost an OG. Like, dang man, we lost an OG. GG. You had to take another OG and then another one. All right, so. All in all, what you give it out of 10?
I give it a 8. I give it a 9 out of 10.
I give it a 10. I give it a 10 because I've seen all of the other ones.
Okay.
I feel like
ain't no lie though. I still had a lot of fun watching. I still think one of the best ones out of all of them for me. Oh yeah, let's do that. What's your favorite? And you can go ahead and do the Avenger movies, which I think there was 3. What was your favorite of the last 10 years?
We did this already, and you said I cheated.
Would you pick?
Because I picked Civil War.
Civil War is still.
And you was like, no, that's an Avenger movie.
it isn't, but it is.
Yeah. I picked Civil War because, and like I said, we already had this conversation, but I thought Civil War and yes, it did. It set us up for what we see now. Obviously, without the other, minuscule intros to the Avengers here and there, Civil War set us up for the division.
It did big time.
I mean, we seen the struggles that Cap and Tony had, even in the Endgame. You see how upset he was, and I felt like he was more upset because he knew it. And the smartest guy in the damn world knew it, and no one wanted to listen to him. Everybody fought back at what he was trying to do, and I think that was more so why he was angry. So for them to come together and then fix the issue, it cost him his life, but
yeah. So
I picked Civil War, man. Civil War. I think out of all of them, you said last 10. Yeah, Civil War would have to be my pick.
For me, it would be between Winter Soldier, Iron Man 3, and Civil War.
Yeah. I think, so out of them 3, because them 3 are great picks, I would go Civil War, Iron Man 3, then Winter Soldier.
And let me tell you this. The one reason I didn't pick Black Panther out of those, because Black Panther is up there for me. Only reason is I don't like how they took that animosity out of him. They showed more of T'Challa the leader.
Yeah.
Like, I wanted to see T'Challa the warrior. You know what I mean? Like, but they did a good job of showing him as a leader.
But they had to.
They had to show him as a leader. And that's why I'm not mad at him.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at it, but I
feel like if they
comparing him to Civil War,
yeah,
that animosity Black Panther was different.
And that, I think that was more so revenge. He was in that mode of I need justice, I need revenge, blase. I think with and you're 100% dope. Right. I mean, because Black Panther was a great movie. We rated that high on here. I just don't put it in there with these. You kind of got to think about them differently because Black Panther hit on so many. Black Panther touched me differently than these movies. Yes. Because it wasn't
a hero movie to me. It was more than that.
Exactly. Because it literally was. We had this conversation on here. Like, who do you relate to more? Killmonger or T'Challa? We had that conversation. That was a different conversation with the movies we're talking about now. This was more so like, okay, our favorite characters. They're both right, but to each other they're both wrong, and just it just sat differently with me. So that's why I didn't put Black Panther in there. Black Panther was dope. I just not if we're talking about out of all the movies in a 10-year span, I would go with Civil War, but those three you picked probably would be my top three.
I loved Iron Man 3 because of him dealing with the fallout of the Avengers.
Yeah.
Or what happened in New York. Like him going into deep space, him seeing everything he saw, like him, like the PTSD. It was deep seeing him have to deal with all of that. Yeah. And it further added to him growing as a person. And led to what we saw in Civil War and Age of Ultron. And you just see his ego getting further and further battered and him becoming more of this father figure. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like he went from playboy to hero to I'm a leader and I need to make leader decisions.
If you think about it, he's the only character really that changed, that has grown. Yes. Cap is still Cap. He's been that way since he was Thor has been done since we met Thor.
The range for Tony Stark was very
got to see him grow like different phases of Tony Stark. So I think he was the guy on the Avengers, but it's just sad to see him go.
Yeah, man, it was cold. He had a warrior's death. It was epic, Dang, we really talked about this for almost 40 minutes. I told you
there's no use to even thinking of any other topic. We might as well try to move on.
Okay. There was one more thing I wanted to say. God, I just lost it.
Movies.
No.
We're talking about Black Panther. You're talking
about Black
Panther. Iron Man 3.
Iron Man 3. Him changing and growing. And Thor's story, man. Thor's story was so. The Hulk.
Oh, okay.
That was dope. Seeing, I forgot what that Hulk is called, the specific way to call him, but where he is fully accepted who he is.
Yeah, and I didn't like it in this right now.
Do you think it was too cheesy to where Mark Ruffalo will never get another Hulk movie?
No. Because this is an actual character, huh?
Do you think Mark Ruffalo is going to stay as the Hulk?
He better.
And they're going to give movies?
The last guy. Well, no, the last guy that played Hulk, I didn't. He was. I
thought he was a good guy.
It was what two? It's two people that played Hulk since the Hulk.
Oh, you're talking about like the.
Not that guy. That guy, no. And then the guy that played the Incredible Hulk. That was in the Incredible Hulk, the most recent one, the only damn one that we attribute to this. Yeah, to this timeline. I think Mark Ruffalo would still be able to continue to play the Hulk. I just don't like.
I don't know if they will.
Huh?
I don't think they will for some reason.
What makes you say that? You just saying it? Or?
Well, he leaks everything he touches to the point where they have to give him fake scripts and this and that and the other. But if you notice, they rarely give him his own standalone anything. This was probably the most talking he's done outside of Ragnarok.
But I don't know why they haven't done another Incredible Hulk movie, and it can't be because of him. They did the whole movie, huh?
We know it's gonna sell.
Yeah, I loved the Incredible Hulk.
I loved Ragnarok.
I love that. And then he was in Ragnarok. He was damn near he was second to Thor.
And Ragnarok was basically half of that movie, honestly, was Planet Hulk.
Mm-hmm. Well,
half of that movie was Planet Hulk. The other half was Thor's movie. Like if you really look at it,
yeah.
Because you actually on Netflix, I don't know if it's still there. You can go watch Planet Hulk. Okay, we're creeping into the 40th minute. Yeah, Netflix.
We'll have to talk about Hulk next time. But yeah, I question that. All right, so now Game of Thrones this weekend was fire.
Night. The longest night
was fire. I'm not going to even front.
I feel bad for people who use the streaming service to watch this.
Why?
Because just bit rates, and if your TV ain't top notch, your internet ain't top notch, you didn't really see what happened.
Yeah, I watched it through Amazon. So
yeah, no, if you don't have top everything, you didn't see everything.
Yeah.
Okay, all honesty, did you see Jorah's face?
Who?
Mormont. Jorah Mormont.
Okay, you got who
Silver Skin. The one who led the charge.
Oh, did I see his face? I don't remember it. I literally watched it on my tablet.
Because you didn't. I think everybody I surveyed couldn't really tell if he was alive. You talking about
when he ran into it or when he ran back?
Both.
I seen when he ran back. I did see when he ran back. I had to turn the brightness way up on my.
I had mine maxed out to the point where any lighting looked like highlight, and not lighting. The
brightness was so up it was grainy.
Yes, that's
grainy.
How I watched the entire episode. But it looked real. That's one thing I will say. If I had to picture a battle against zombies
at nighttime, I ain't fighting at nighttime. We got to put pause to this. I'm not doing it, dog. I'm wonging it. I'm wonging it, dog.
I'm mad that all of the Dothraki are dead now.
If it was one to go, sad to say it.
They got no main character leaders.
You gonna send Unsullied in first?
Oh, okay. Let me get some things out the way. I was wrong. Everybody who I thought was gonna die did not die.
You were right.
Oh well. Okay, I
was right because you said okay. No, we talked about the first person to die. We knew somebody was gonna die.
Hey, but how close was Brienne to dying saving Jaime?
Close.
Hey, I was like, I know it.
Yeah, and then, but that's not who you picked. You picked the dude with the eye patch with the sword.
Yeah,
he was, other than the third guy, because remember it was John. What's John's best friend in a sense?
Yeah.
Sam, and then the other guy. The only three from their group that went to
that made it.
Yeah, that was at the wall. He died first. He was the first, and he's not even a main character, but he's like a B character. So
think about how long these characters have been in the show.
Yeah,
like I was as they were running through the hallway, with the Hound and Arya and the dude with the eye patch.
Yeah,
I had to really take a step back and think. This minor character has been around damn near since season 1.
No,
for sure. No, season 2.
Yeah. I don't even think it was season 2.
It was season 2 because remember Arya finally ran away and everything and caught up with the Hound, and she got remember they fought to the death, and he got brought back to life the first time. It was the war between the three brothers through all the Baratheons, the gay one, the Stannis, and then Robert. Or not Robert. Who was the other one they were fighting?
Yeah.
Remember all the brothers were fighting for the throne.
Yeah, I don't even remember what season that was. But I do know that you picked that dude and that dude died first.
Yeah.
The dude with the sword. I'm a tell you, but they had to kill him.
Yes.
After watching it, because remember, the way Arya was whooping their ass, it was like, oh, she could do this forever. And then when they started to fill off the door and she fell and hit her head, and you can see like, oh shit, like in her eyes, and then she jumped on that roof, it was like, oh crap, no. And then you see, remember, because at that point, the Hound was like, man, I can't do this no more. He was just standing there, and then the dude was like, yo, get it together. And he was like, he's funny. He was like, fuck off, we're gonna die.
Yeah, he was so... Bro,
excuse my language.
How ready he was over it. He was like,
He said,
Bro,
"Buddy, he was about to sit down." He was so tired, he was about to sit down.
Bro, can we acknowledge that a lot of these people, and they talked about it the episode before, a lot of these characters have been in some of the biggest battles of their time.
Mm-hmm.
You got the Battle of Blackwater. Like, you have all these major battles where you're the Battle of the Bastards. Like, all these. Okay, my cousin made a point. Shout out to Dante. I am not going to lie. I agree with you. Battle of the Bastards, in my opinion, was better than this.
Really?
Yes. That's, in my opinion, if I had to watch one for the rest of my life, I would rather watch the Battle of the Bastards over the Battle of Winterfell.
I'm a disagree, and I can explain why. I think with this, you're fighting something that you don't even know. Like when she gave the command to light the Night King on fire, I'm like, what is this gonna do? I knew it's not gonna kill him. Because I checked the time. I was checking the time.
Bro, okay. I thought I was the only one. I kept tapping my screen trying to see how much more is left.
Oh, yeah. I was checking the time. I was like, there's no way. No, he's gonna die.
Yeah. It was
he's gonna die the last minute of the damn show. There's no way he's going to, like, I had it planned out in my head already. He's gonna die at the point where, like, everybody's settling down. And it's just going to end. Nobody's going to say nothing. It's going to end. And then next time on Game of Thrones, that's where he was going to die.
Go ahead.
When she gave the command to light him on fire, I was like, okay, that's not going to kill him, but that got to do something. Like, he can't, like, take a leg off or something. Yeah. When he literally started walking, I said, oh, no. No, he's going to die. He has to die. But I don't know how they going to do it. I knew Arya was going to kill him. I knew she was going to kill him. I just didn't know how it was going to be. I didn't think it was going to be that easy for her. I mean, she came out of nowhere. She literally was like a flying squirrel. And
hey, only thing that could have made that better, which I'm shocked nobody's done. Mm-hmm. Somebody please do it. Go and add Xena Warcry to her jumping.
Some please do that. Yeah. So, all right. No. So my point before, I was talking about the Hound or Arya when she fell, hit her head. That section right there, she fell, hit her head, jumped on the roof. When she fell first, and all of the dead were rolling over the door trying to get to her, you can, because she was easily destroying them. It looked so easy, like, oh, she gonna kill them all.
I was like, oh, here we go.
She fell, hit her head, and you just see her eyes like, this is too much. I can't do this. She was on her wong. She jumped down. She broke, and then she was easily running from them. And you was like, oh, she can easily kill him. Oh, no, I was talking about dude with the eye patch. How he was going to die. How I knew he had to die at that moment. Remember the Hound seen her, and the Hound went to help her. And at some point, you have to assume, because you don't really get to see it or hear it, you have to assume that he mixes up and loses her. She goes into the castle, and she's trying to hide from all of these, I guess there were zombies, hiding from these zombies, and she's trying to get out, and they come, and they're helping her. Well, the Hound doesn't full on charge in there first. It's the dude with the patch with the sword. He going to have me threw a sword at somebody, and that was the second win she needed, because then she gets up, she starts running. And then when he starts getting poked, because he wasn't getting stabbed, he was getting poked and bit, and he was still like fighting and whatnot. She came back, helped him. At that point, when they covered him, I was like, oh, he has to die. He's gonna die. So I'm like, oh, this fool Baron about to be right again. I'm like, oh, he got to die. And then when the Hound grabbed her and was like, come on, we got to go, I was like, yeah, it's over. He's gonna die. And they actually got him into the room and he died. So
yeah, he made it.
And I was like, dang, man. At that point, I was like, oh, if he survives, this is going to be some OG status. But
hey, but wait, what about that joke? What did he say? What did the Hound tell him? He was like, "Yeah, the Lord of Light's gonna be confused about bringing you back 9 times, and I'll throw your ass over the roof." Clegane, bro. I knew Clegane wasn't gonna die because we still gotta have the Clegane Bowl. That has to happen. We talked about that.
Okay, you keep saying their names. Who is he?
The
What
Hound.
do he look like? Okay, the Hound. There we
go. The Hound has to fight the Mountain.
We talked about that last week.
That has to happen. Yeah. Like if that don't happen, what was the show for? Song of Fire and Ice. I don't care. I want to see the Rainbow. I want to see the giant Titans beating the living snot out of each other.
That's gonna happen. I mean, at least she got a dragon. We know she got. Yeah. Well, if you watch the commercial, you see she got 2 dragons.
Okay, cool. See, I didn't watch the previews.
Oh yeah, the preview for next week, she got 2. So
good.
They should at least just put 1 because we knew she had 1. We knew.
Well, let me tell you why they couldn't do 1. It would have they would have had to do a whole episode on her being emotionally lost and being down to 1 kid.
That's now see, she lost 1 though, and she still.
Remember, she had a whole breakdown.
Yeah, and she did, but we didn't really get to.
It wasn't the meat of that.
Yeah, she was literally like, "Listen, we got to do this. You owe me because I lost one of my babies," type deal. And she went right about her mission. I think she's at that point of no return. She can lose everybody, all her friends, her hand, everybody. She can lose it all right now. Her goal is to get that throne.
Okay, let me tell you this. I'm going to tell you my shockers. I am shocked that Brienne is still alive. I am shocked that Grey Worm is still alive.
I'm not.
I am. The moment he started talking about let's get out of this life, I was like, oh, he gonna die terribly.
Not today. Not episode 3.
They gonna murder him. He want to change his life. He want to do better. He want to move out.
What? We did talk about this last week.
He's gonna die.
I don't think he's gonna. If he is gonna die, it won't be episode 3. I think so for example, look at the Dothraki.
Yeah,
they died. If there was a leader of the Dothraki, he was gonna die because they died. Whereas Unsullied, they was holding it down for a bit. They even had the formation trick where they shrink. Back up, shrink.
Look at that! Look at all that tactics.
That was.
They're basically Spartans.
Just
the. But look,
Spaniards.
I now believe Grey Worm's going to outlive everybody. I now believe Grey Worm's going to be alive longer. You know who's not going to live? Grey Worm.
You think he's going to outlive?
If he survived that, after acknowledging that he wants to get out of the life,
Sam is still alive.
Let me tell you,
Sam is still alive.
Bro, Sam was OG, the first person to kill the White Walker and the Thumper of Wildlings.
It don't matter.
Look, I'm telling you,
Sam is still alive.
Grey Worm survived one of the oldest tropes for Black characters. He talked about changing his life and doing better and moving on, and did not die in one of the most craziest battles he's been in.
Episode 3 and the Unsullied handled their business. They still got an army of Unsullied. He's gonna be here still. I
wonder how big the army is left. I don't think it's that many people left.
No, it can't be. They're struggling.
Did you see when he started raising them back up?
Bruh.
They all just gave up. I gave up with them. I was like, I don't want to watch no more.
I would have turned around and walked away. I was like, listen, bro.
I would have put,
let me in the crypt. Let me out. They were screaming.
Oh, that man. Was crazy. That was so cold when he started. Hey, I was actually really happy that Jon Snow didn't fight the Night King. I thought I would have wanted it, but I'm actually happy he didn't.
Mm-hmm.
Because that would have been too cliche.
Yeah. Well, the wait, because it was about to happen, but
it was going to happen.
You know, he literally was like, Infinity Stones.
Yeah, he basically did pull a Thanos snap.
Give it to me. Everybody gets up. And it was even that was an epic fight. Look at him. Once again, Jon Snow by himself.
Hey, I love that, bro. When I see that's like Tom Cruise running. Whenever show me a movie where Tom Cruise ran and it was bad. I would.
It was always bad.
Day, Top Gun. Any Valkyrie, he had one hand. Mm-hmm. Like any movie where Tom Cruise is running, it's great. Any episode where Jon Snow is by himself squaring off, it is great.
It's over. Yeah, man, him fighting them. Wait, what happened? What'd you say? I'm sorry, I kept cutting you off.
Endurance. I want to train like him. Shit, bro. You know how buff your forearms got to be swinging a sword for that long?
That's an axe. He's swinging that's a big axe. Valerian steel.
And you blocking and swinging this sword, running
over your head, blocking shit. Nah, I'm good, bro.
I would hate to be the guy who makes his gear because how many sheets has he lost for that big old special edition sword?
Listen, bro, how many times we gonna keep making this,
bro? Because that's his legendary thing. He'll take his sword out and throw the sheath.
Yeah, you probably got to make 2 at a time,
bro. You have to because I'd have to fight Jon Snow. I'm like, look here, leader, savior of the people. Westeros Jesus.
You spend your off days just making sheaths for him.
Right, here we go. Westeros Jesus coming out with a sword again.
So far, I think every episode up to episode 3, Game of Thrones have exceeded expectations.
Yes.
Each episode getting up to this point. And I think it has so much more storylines, so much more stuff going on. There's no way that you are going to be able to get it all right now. So,
yeah.
And they made it seem like it was going to be like an hour and 30 minutes more. Man, it was 20 minutes more, which is actually a lot of filmmaking, but it's a little bit too
narrative
watchers.
Wise.
So,
yeah, because I was going to say, bro, we make videos. 5-minute videos is a lot.
It's a long time. But that's why I said you got to break it down.
I could take an hour of film and like work hard and break that down to 5 minutes. Yeah. Like that's crazy.
That's filmmakers, but as the consumer,
how much shooting do you think they do? Thinking on that level,
everything. I mean,
because there's stuff that's left cut out. Like they didn't put in the fight scene for Sansa and Tyrion. Like they were fighting down there. They didn't show that.
Yeah,
there was a lot of difference on the cutting room.
They talked about how much because I did watch the end, the recap. They did talk about like how it's so much and there's so many different characters that they have to share time with, that a lot of stuff didn't make it. They talked about the young girl, the young queen or whatever her name is, how that was supposed to be a group thing. And they singled her out because they talked about like her mom, and they talked about how it would have been giving her that time and making it epic the way it is was the right place to go with it, because you don't really get to see her that much. So that was her time, and then she died, and then she rose again, and then what I'm saying, you get to see those little parts in there, whereas they still got to flash back to the dragons, because people are saying, oh, where's the dragon at? Where's the dragons? And then people are saying, oh, where's Jon? Oh, where's Daenerys? Oh, this.
Bro, seeing him square off with a dead dragon, though, he was ready. Seeing him ready to die against that dragon,
bruh,
that made me so happy.
He's
always ready to go, bro. He stays
at the right moment, though.
Yeah, he's
catch him at the wrong moment.
Man,
he need to be.
Dodging them flames, though.
I would have just stayed where I was at, bro.
Man,
I ain't fighting no dragon. I'm not fighting no blue eyes white dragon, dog.
Yeah. That's
I'm
exactly.
not doing it. What do you think? This is not Jump Force. This is not Jump Force. I'm not doing it. 3 eyes fighting the blue eyes white dragon first form.
Whoa. That was wild.
Mm-hmm.
I just love how down Jon Snow is to die. Hey, can we? Okay, let's acknowledge all the funny moments. We got to talk about how Jon looked back at Sam getting tore up. Like, my bad, bro.
What do you expect? They told him to go in the crib.
I know, but it was just like, oh damn, that's wild. Bro?
No, I don't know why I kept laughing, but when the trench was on fire and the death,
they was falling in the fire.
They just kept jumping in, and then they finally made like a bridge. And
man, but I was really, I'm not gonna lie, I was looking forward to Brienne dying.
Did you see the meme? Did you see the meme where they did the Night King and his entourage, the walk-ins?
Yes, they did the different music. Hey, bro, what was it? Him walking into what was the third song?
I think it was that Kanye? Wait till I get my. That one was dope.
No, there was one before it. Was it Cameron? Bro, if he would have walked out to killer come yeah.
Nah, they did
rag on him.
The internet rules, dog.
Oh, that was legendary.
The internet would rule if they did that.
Oh, you know, like a champ.
They did. I know when I heard the Kanye,
the plan. I'm dead.
What happened?
When the plan for Theon, he was like, "Oh, us and the Raiders, we'll go protect Brand." I was like, I started laughing so hard. I ain't gonna lie, I started dying when I heard. I was like, "Oh, he dead. Like, he gone."
It's the least he could have, and I think they ultimately knew, hey, that's the plan. Y'all just gonna die. Like, if he gets that far, it's over. The battle is over. We're all dead.
Hey, I thought he was an elf the way he was out there launching them arrows. Though he was out there knocking and shooting like it was a pistol. I was like, okay, with the semi-automatic bow.
I was mad he ran up on him, dude. Or he ran up on the dude like that. I was mad he did that.
I thought he was gonna go out like Mortal Kombat style.
I would have just stood there.
Like, I would have had him at least pull out his sword. Like, you ain't gonna play me like
do something.
He didn't whip out his sword for nothing.
He didn't whip his sword out one time. He threw a spear.
He was about to whip it out, and then
Arya Stark for the clutch.
Bro,
tell me, Arya Stark is more clutch than.
Wait, please tell me that was not her vinegar stroke face from when she stabbed him. She looked like she finished all over the Night King. She was like, ah!
Come on, man.
I laughed so hard. I had to watch that at least 5 times. She was like, ah!
Come on, man.
Like, that butter knife ain't even that long.
That's funny. That's the first time he was ever touched.
Yeah. Hey, Sandra gas her up though. So what do we say to death?
Oh yeah.
She turned into the Terminator. She started
and she disappeared the whole she was gone. She was gone for the rest of the episode.
That should be a whole movie in itself. Her journey to go get the Night King. What was she doing? She was probably killing all the time. Bro.
To be honest, when dude was making her the spear, I thought it was supposed to be like the spear part ejected out. Like, I thought that's how she was going to kill him. All in all, she killed him though. It don't matter.
That was
a win's a win, especially in their book. All right, man. Well, we're at that point.
Man, we didn't talk about nothing else. Ain't nothing else to talk about.
This weekend was epic.
Our 10 years of our lives came to, like, our movie cinema lives came to a bookend. Not over, but this cluster of movies, they're done.
Yeah.
They're done. Something our kids are going to be able to.
Game of Thrones ends. And you know what I just had to go start watching over? The Wire. I just started it back up. Actually,
my name is me.
Yeah, I'm on season 3 now. So,
LeBlanc and what was his name? What did he call him? Something top.
You talking about McNulty?
Yeah, I like him.
Yeah, that dude. It's funny how after going back and rewatch it, how he is the reason for everyone's troubles, good guys and bads.
Yes. So, and then even we're done. All right, we're done.
Yeah, but
guys, check out Nerds Noir. Check out our individual YouTube pages.
Oh, bro, I'm going to need that PNG file from you.
For what?
Nerds Noir's PNG file.
Got you. I was like, what are you talking about? But yes, folks, please check out all of the links below. We have so much content we're putting out there. Everything from live streaming to clothing to just stuff on top of stuff. And much love and shout out to the people who blast us across the ether and across the universe so all the world can hear. The Tone Deaf Network family. Much love to you guys. Really, really appreciate you, man. Seriously. That is such a dope connection that we made, and I'm happy that we're a part of that. And, something bigger than ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
That's it, here's to more Game of Thrones. I don't know who's going to sit on the throne.
Gaming content next week.
Oh yeah, we'll talk about games next. Our movie video games. I heard there's something about a guy who runs fast. But that's it. I'm Baron J67.
You always ruining it, bro.
Sorry.
All right, I'm T Jones.
We're Adventures of Black Nerds, man. Consistency is key. We'll see you guys next week.
Peace.